a saute pan with just a little bit of olive oil. So these are our aromatic vegetables. All right, there they are. Now we want to start by adding some olive oil again to our soup pot. We're going to do this right in a nice soup pot. So I'd say a couple tablespoons of the olive oil goes in. And we're going to scoop all this up into our bowl and add that to our pot, just to get those soft, as I say. This is really delicious soup. So in they go, and we want to just mix that around a little bit. And then, of course, I'm always telling you that you need to season as you go along when you're cooking. Part of good cooking is tasting as you go along. So we're going to add a little salt now to this, and then later on, when we taste it, we'll add more if we need it. So I'm trying to undersalt things. I'm not a big salter. So we want that to get going. So while that is going, we want to juice up a lemon. So here is a lemon. Don't use lemon in a can, please. You want fresh flavor here. So here's our lemon juice. And that's an easy job to do with a lemon reamer. The juice of one lemon. And we're just going to set that aside until we need it. So we'll leave that here and get rid of that. Okay, now the swordfish. So isn't that beautiful? And when you go to the fish store, you want to make sure you're buying really fresh fish. And one of the telltale ways to do that is to, first of all, get to know your fishmonger. Get to know somebody who'll look out for you. And then, when you buy fish, he's got something really good for you. You want to give it the old sniff test. Because if you give it the sniff test and it smells like fish, well, then it's too old. It should not smell at all. So when I get to this part of the swordfish, I don't want this black area right here. Don't want that, because first of all, it doesn't look nice, and secondly, lots of different things reside in there, and I don't really want that, so I'm going to get rid of that. So now we can cut this up into chunks. You can do half-inch, inch. This is going to shrink some once it's cooked, but it isn't going to take very long, because fish cooks rather quickly. So this was a pound of swordfish. Okay. Here are our last two pieces. And now what we want to do is add some hot red pepper to our mixture here. So we're going to add some hot red pepper flakes. You can add as much as you want, or if you don't want to add it all, you don't have to. Hot red pepper goes in, and mix that around. And now we are going to add the swordfish. I'm going to take all of that right back onto this plate and get that right in here. Turn the heat up a little bit. Get that heat up. In goes the swordfish. Okay? All of it. And we want to have this turn opaque. It should be white looking the next time we see it. So I'm going to give it now a little bit of this lemon juice. Take those seeds out first, because we don't want that. Give it the juice. That's going to bump up the flavor. And cover the pot now. And maybe 3 minutes from now, this will be ready for the rest of the ingredients. See what I mean? The fish has now turned white. That's good, but it's not done just yet. So now we want to add some liquid to this. Let me turn this down now. I let most of that lemon juice evaporate off. So now we're going to add 1.5 cups of milk. This is a nice creamy soup. And we want about 1.5 cups of a